Hi, friends. It's Liana, and I've been invited to offer a practice about befriending the silence. So, as a meditator, silence is part of my life, my daily life, but it can still feel scary and uncomfortable. And sometimes when we sit and we're finally silent, or not distracted by all the noise and busyness of our lives, everything that we're running from, everything we feel too busy for, it kind of comes back. It can come back in a sort of hyperdrive. And maybe even pain or physical restlessness in our body. Of course, we know that silence isn't a noise-proof vault. It's not one of those chambers that absorb 99.9% of sound. The world is not silent. But silence, in this way, may be the experience of not the constant distraction, of freedom from the narration of our minds, thinking, creating, planning, or perhaps a break from the constant stimulation that surrounds us. So silence can be uncomfortable and it can feel strange. But if we wait through the strangeness, this discomfort, and we work with that and invite it into our lives, there are many secrets and treasures in silence. And it can be a refuge. And I think that when we befriend silence, we're befriending ourselves. And perhaps especially those parts of ourselves that we're not always friendly to. So I'm going to invite us into a short mindfulness practice to work with silence and ourselves. So I invite you to arrive in this moment, noticing your body seated here or standing. Just noticing what's here in this moment, the physical sensations of your feet on the floor, your hands on your lap. And if you feel supportive, close your eyes or just hold a soft gaze. Now just taking a moment to ground my body in this moment. Perhaps checking in with the spine, creating some dignity there, some length, but not rigidity. Seeing if I might create a little more ease in the body, whatever that looks like for you. Noticing if my hands are open or closed, if there's areas of tightness or tension that can be softened or released. And now opening to some intentional and perhaps slower than usual breaths. Inhaling to the level of your comfort, holding at the crest, and then exhale longer than usual. Perhaps another breath, inhaling. And when I'm ready, exhaling longer than usual, letting go, letting go. And maybe noticing where the breath lives in my body, just naturally. My nose, my chest, or my throat. Not going searching, but just noticing, opening. And now allowing our breath to return to our normal rhythm. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just noticing this body, breathing. And if the breath is not a safe place for you, perhaps my feet on the floor, my hands in my lap, or a physical sensation can bring us into this moment. Now your mind may be wandering. You may be planning or worrying. Perhaps the body is experiencing discomfort or restlessness. That's okay. That's normal. See if you can notice that your mind has wandered and bringing attention back to your anchor, the breath, or the body. Our minds wander, our bodies become restless, and softly, gently invite a return back to the breath or a sensation in our body. Now I invite us to notice sounds in the room, just opening to what is already here. Is it soft or loud? Just opening my awareness to what's happening in this moment. And also noticing the desire to create a story around the noise, to have a reaction, positive or negative, and perhaps just letting that go. Noticing the sounds come in and out of our awareness. And when I find myself hooked into the noise, just returning softly to our breath, our body, and opening again our awareness to sound. So also noticing the silence between the sounds, the absence of the normal noise, the distractions, perhaps a momentary pause from our thinking. Noticing those moments of silence. And we'll close our practice with a poem by Gunilla Norris. Within each of us there is a silence as vast as the universe. We are afraid of it, and we long for it. When we experience that silence, we remember who we are, creatures of the stars, created from the birth of galaxies, created from the cooling of this plane, created from dust and gas, created from the elements, created from time and space, created from silence. May you befriend the silence within, friends.